Everybody, it's Victus. Time to another Eden Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Happy Sunday, Mosh Pit. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. We are still waiting for another video to cross 3,000 likes, as is usually the case when we're talking about weekend runs, but that's okay, because you know what? We've had some of the most powerful runs happen on a weekend, and we also have some still great memes of the day here on the Invictus subreddit, this time brought to you by Dark Lord of Bunnies. Title of the thread was the best dunk rating, best start dunk rating, and then in the thread they said the dunk rating scale is a cruel mistress sometimes. How do you rank the Sissy Start run? The law requires that I answer 5. Yeah. You know, I don't. It's you can rank it all you want, but you start with Sissy and you're gonna have a good time. And honestly, that's all that matters. That's the reality that we have made for ourselves. Glass Cannon, Hapzassen. That's Hotel Alpha Papa Charlie, Zulu Alpha Sierra November. We've got great tiers rate to start with. Kind of damage. Little baggy is also not great, but obviously the story here is going to be Glass Cannon. Now, Glass Cannon is an item that you see it on the surface. I feel like I say the same thing each and every day when we start with Glass Cannon. On the surface, you look at Glass Cannon and think like, wow, that is like insane for an early game and everything like that. It does so much damage. It has a very fast recharge time. You know, what could be the problem? What you whinging for? Well, the whinging is because of the fact that you do take double damage from the first hit as long as the cannon is charged. Then after that, you will take regular damage until it's recharged. But the Glass Cannon will break and will be no longer operable. So you really got to be careful when you've got Glass Cannon. Even though I've for many years mistakenly assumed that the double damage could kill you, which technically you cannot die from the double damage of a broken Glass Cannon, but it still sets you up for death because you have all this HP and all of a sudden it's gone. So it's still a very dangerous item. It can be very good, especially with an insane tier effect, but most of the time you're going to be looking for excuses to get rid of it. In most cases, again, much like everything in Isaac, it's all situational. If we have the movement speed, if we have the damage, we have the ability to essentially just we can just do whatever we want. As far as items and stuff are concerned. Now, I wouldn't mind getting, if we can somehow swing one more cent, we could get the eraser. Let's see what we get here. Now, I will admit that I do sometimes like Glass Cannon until I don't. That makes sense? Like, until Glass Cannon really fails in some way, shape, or form, I'm like, yeah, we can stick with Glass Cannon. And then you get hit once and you're down to 1/2 heart, then it's like, oh, no. Again, it's very highly situational on our stats. Right now, our stats are okay. Our movement speed is the greatest danger that we face currently. If we get some more damage, then we can be okay. But for now, yeah. And another HP upgrade is not going to do that. We can go into the curse room here. I know the secret room is there, but again, we just need 1 cent and we can get the eraser. We get we get 2 soul hearts here, which is fine, but it doesn't look like we're gonna get the eraser. I could, if I really wanted to, I could go into the sack room shuffle and try to go get the penny, but it's risky and I don't want to lose these soul hearts, so I would take a risk here and see if we can get some more money. Need 6 cents, and I'd be just wrong. So, okay, well, now we definitely can't afford it. I was hoping we were going to get a key out of that. I guess the secret room is here? No, it can't be there. It's blocked by rocks. Yeah, that's... Oh, well. First lost. So we're going to last week's question of the episode, coming in from the Cracked episode, which was a very fun episode with the Cracked Orb. And, of course, Cracked Orb shows you exactly where everything that you need to see is. But this one coming in from Night Shadow 0034, who I believe is a first-time submitter for the question of the episode. So this one says, question of the day, what do you think of a spacebar item that is similar to the eraser? You can only use it once per floor, but it will create a random number generator and spawns an item pedestal based on the corresponding number it landed on when used. to me, that just sounds like an extra pedestal with just fewer steps, I guess. I like the idea. I do enjoy the idea of having an item spawn on demand. But you can only use it once, and that's it. So it would have to have some way of being influenced by luck or something like that for me to really consider it. Because, like, yes, you'd be able to gain. Let's say it rolls 1 through 20, right? It rolls a 20. It's guaranteed, 100% guaranteed. You're going to get like an S tier item, you know, like a quality 4 item. That's all well and good, but then you can't use it for the rest of the run, right? If you roll like a really, really bad item, then it loses all value that it has. And in my opinion, if it's going to be a one-time use and only one-time use item per floor, it's got to be worth it for me. Like, even the eraser, if you think about it, if you miss, it's done, right? And then your active slot's taken up by nothing. Same with Pandora's Box. You know, there's a lot to consider when you're talking about something like that. And the basic question that it boils down to, for me anyway, is would I use this item over this item? Over, like, say, an HP generator or a damage shield, that sort of stuff. And if the answer is no, then, yeah. So, I don't know. It's not something... I do really want Sanguine Bond, but we can't tap it right now with the glass cannon. So I definitely wouldn't be opposed to something like that. Anything that can get the player stronger, I'm down. I'm down with. Especially, that was a great save by Dumpy. Especially if it's something that like could potentially break the game wide open for you if you're in trouble. But it's got to be good. It doesn't have to be okay. It's got to be good. Like, I got to make sure that I'm getting. If my active item is going to be taken up by something, it better be really, really strong and it can help me immediately, or potentially help me immediately. Really, really need a movement speed upgrade here. Also need a key. See, glass cannon still just mowing down everything, and so far so good. But don't get it twisted here. Glass cannon is it's performing fine as it always does in the early game. It's the mid game where things start to kind of pop off, and not in a good way. I don't know where the secret room is. It's okay. Well, no, it's not going to be there. You're seeing right now the lack of range is also really, really hurting our offense here with glass cannon. I don't think the secret room's here. In fact, it can't be there, so. See if we can get another key and go to the shop. We get a damage upgrade, which is very, very nice. Love to get flying so we can get that soul heart. Yeah, Bloody Gust is A-okay by me. We get a bomb. Okay. We get a chest. Gives us a broken padlock, which means that we can open doors with keys. Or we can open doors with bombs, I mean. So if we place a bomb here next to the shop, it will open it. And it gets us, you know, it gets us a soul heart. That's fine. Broken padlock is not an item that you see me use all that often. It's just not something that I really ever even see or think about most of the time. And in this very, very, very niche case, it actually does help us in a big way. It gets us an extra soul heart. Protect us from losing any... that will protect us from losing our devil deal here with glass cannon. Even if we get hit, we'll still have a half of a soul heart left. Ideally, if you have the glass cannon, you want to get something like the Holy Mantle. Holy Mantle will stop you from taking that first initial hit of damage. And once again, I have no idea where the secret room is. Could be there. Oh, definitely not there because the boss room is there. Have a chance for the super secret room. No, it could be here as well. Okay, well. You know what, game? Never mind. And we're going to get an orbital. So this is starting to get a little bit iffy here on this run because of not getting any movement speed upgrades. Like, yeah, we do have Bloody Gust, but that's not a permanent movement speed upgrade unless we have Rock Bottom, which we don't. So that's a pretty big bummer. Movement speed is an absolute must for us right now. I paused very, very briefly so we could hit both of those Globins. That was almost some clown physics BS right there. That is the direct result of us having a little bit too high of a shot speed. Anything over like 1.1, 1.5, or 1.15 is the game starts to flip out when it comes to physics. So, in other words, we're going to have to be exceedingly careful here. Great block by Dumpy and also by Ball Bandages. Holy moly. Yeah, and you're seeing how severely our damage mitigation mobility is impacted by this lack of movement speed there. Again, Dumpy doing work for us. And this is the dangers of dead ends. You know, we talk about how dead ends are annoying and yeah, you know, it's Invicta navigation, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, no, this is the glass cannon runs and runs where we're very vulnerable. This is the quintessential reason why dead ends are dangerous. We just had to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, technically 5 rooms to clear just to go into the wrong direction. We really do not have any good reason to, and we have no real solid defense, and we're basically just exposing ourselves here in a bad way to taking hits and losing HP, and quite a lot of it. I think that one was a little unnecessary, Dumpy, but thank you. Dumpy, by the way, we'll do a little fart cloud thing whenever he feels, not you, whenever he feels you're about to take damage. Sometimes there could be a reroll machine here. Sometimes those buttons will actually spawn one. Didn't happen this time, of course, but sometimes it can. And we're still looking for the Devil Deal and... not Devil Deal, the shop and the item room. Again, don't look at this and think that we've got nothing to worry about here. We've got Dumpy. Dumpy has saved us many times getting hit. Like that right there. There's a tinted rock here. And we get a key. Finally, at least know where the secret room is. That's good. But words cannot express how badly we need movement speed right now. Anything at all that's going to help us with mobility. Even flying would be sufficient. And use a key because we don't need to use bombs for this. And yep. I don't remember if BFF actually helps. Yeah, it does not help Low Dumpy. So the receiver might be there. It is there. But now we're getting to the part where we cannot really rely upon Glass Cannon for too much longer. I mean, we're going to have to, obviously, but it's getting to the point now where if we don't get a significant survivability upgrade here, we're going to have to bail on Glass Cannon. I hate going below 15 cents here, but we need just anything. Crystal Ball would be amazing, but we didn't get it. And more likely than not, we are not going to also get a Devil Deal here. As we have not been doing, we've not been getting too lucky with passing our 73% rolls. And it's not an if, but it's a when we take damage with Glass Cannon that full story is revealed. squeezy. It's a good solid tiers upgrade here. Okay. Well, lump of coal is fantastic for glass cannon. Another thing kind of hurting us right now is the fact that we cannot use Sanguine Bond, even though we paid HP for it. Who knows what kind of benefits we would have gotten out of that. But since we have Glass Cannon, we simply just cannot play it. Can't do it. Seagram should be left of here. Should be. It is. Okay, Greed Fight tells us that there is going to be a free shop here, or at least a greed free shop. You see how fast the damage ramps up and scales thanks to a lump of coal. Glass Cannon. Here we're just going to have to let Glass Cannon do the work, because it will eliminate all the spawns from Fistula. For the most part. Go. You know, we don't have a bomb, but M would allow us to get rid of Glass Cannon. I might be asking yourself, why would you want to get rid of Glass Cannon? It's your only offense right now. It's not about offense. It's about not dying later on. Again, yes, you can't die from the double damage that you receive from Glass Cannon, but it certainly doesn't help. Losing 2x your HP in one hit is extremely bad. And then on top of that, if you do take a hit, you lose Glass Cannon for that room anyway. Again, it's not a matter of if, but when we're going to take damage. It's mostly thanks to Dumpy that we have not taken damage yet in this run. That's 5 cents, but we can't pick it up, so... We need one more bomb to get M, which will allow us to reroll our spacebar item every time we use it, and hopefully get something better than Glass Cannon. And again, don't get me wrong, Glass Cannon has carried us through this entire run. We would still be on floor like 2 or 3 right now if we didn't have Glass Cannon on this run. But you got to think bigger. You got to think about the long term. You got to think about survivability. You got to think about late game. Unless if you have the movement speed, it's a bad time. And there you go. Right on cue. There goes our HP, and Glass Cannon's functionality is now gone. The Station 2 is good. We still need one bomb. We have got to find this shop. I cannot believe we still have not found it yet. We could use keys to get our Glass Cannon charged back, but as you just saw, it's actually kind of counterintuitive to do that. You want to lower the risk of you taking damage while it's charged. One bomb, and we just got it, is going to allow us to get rid of Glass Cannon on the next go. And remove that part of the equation of danger. Glass Cannon's back. There's no soul hearts or anything. Great. We'll take a peek here to see what's inside of this room. So we can get M. M will also allow us to reroll if we wanted to. I'm not saying that we should reroll, but if we can get... All we really need is just to replace Glass Cannon with an HP generator. Then we're Gucci. Get our bomb and our key back. So let's go use these 2 bombs to go get M. And this could be a very strong reversal here of our fortune. Maybe. It depends on what Glass Cannon rolls into. Now, if Glass Cannon rolls into, like, say, Plan C, then we're SOL. So, let's find out. Okay, it turned into flat key, or sharp key. Okay. Satanic Bible. Okay. That's good. It's good timing for Necropolis 2. So how M works, if you don't know how it works, is on every full charge that you have, and every time you use your spacebar item, no matter what the cooldown is, it will re-roll into another spacebar item, including the one-time use ones, like Death Certificate, like Mama Mega. But once you hit those, they're gone. It's gone forever. So it really is a nice way to kind of customize your run and help you if you need a certain, if there's a certain item that you need to, that will really bring it together. Oh my god. We might be able to get boss rush on this run of all runs here. But we got to stop taking damage, and that's going to be very hard to do with, even with Bloody Gust. I mean, 0.93 damage is, or 0.93 movement speed is pretty horrific. Our damage is also horrific. I mean, there's a lot of bad stuff going on right now. So I'm inclined right now, because this is a golden opportunity for us to get some HP back. I'm inclined to just simply let us get a few soul hearts with the Satanic Bible, and then we reevaluate. We're not fighting Mom yet because obviously we need to get either a telepills, which I'm not taking pills yet, or a full card. Sin gave us a bone heart. That's good. We can actually reroll both of those if we wanted to with M. But yeah, if we didn't, the only way that we had a chance of getting the boss rush there is if we ran into the full card on the way there, and we were unknowingly going towards Mom, which I had obviously no idea, since the word unknowingly. So we're going to give a boss rush. I didn't expect to get it anyway. This will allow us to focus on maximizing our HP and hoping and praying that we somehow, some way, get some movement speed and damage. Now we can bump up our movement speed and tiers for now thanks to Bloody Gust. That's a permanent movement speed upgrade, okay. And also a full heal, it's good. Nice block there by Ball Bandages again. Here's literally everything we're looking for, minus the shop. A dice room is interesting as well. Get Purity, which could potentially help us out a little bit until we take damage. This is a global reroll, so that can reroll. That's actually kind of pog. We rerolled the library, and those are going to be 2 freshly charged items. And they're going to be books too. Room is bananas. Station 2 doing a good job. By the way, a full card was in the literal last room that we could have ever gone to. And yep. Anti-pack's good. And Super Greed. So you look at this now and you're like, oh man, like we're super fine. We are more than fine. We're actually crushing it now. It looks like that, but remember where we came from. And also remember, this is not our true stats. Here, Telepill's there. By the way, if you're wondering why it wasn't a full card and instead it was Telepill, it's just because we have the little baggie. Changes it into a Telepills anyway, so it's pretty much the same. Okay, so let's go see what we can re-roll with M. And you know, if we got something like Death Certificate, I don't know what I would take at this point. I'm gonna take M. Because Shadows is so strong. Turn into Pause. Turn into Spinning Top, but we can re-roll it again. Have to get it down to no charge. Can be Blood Rides and Anima Sola, brother. Ooh, mama. Ooh, man. Anima Sola, even though this run is not insane, Anima Sola, however, this is a great opportunity to show you how strong it can be. Especially with little Abadab Ding Dong here. We need damage bad. Really bad. Misty Blood will do. We potentially could get more damage here. We're starting at 6.18. Okay, there's a damage upgrade. We're going to get a Soul Heart there. There's another damage upgrade. Another damage upgrade. We lost the Bone Heart. Oh, Brimmy. There we go. Okay. For that drop. Appreciate it, game. Got another damage upgrade. Okay. We're going to stop there. Not going to take Damocles for hopefully obvious reasons. But I have confidence. I have confidence in Anima Sola. We got some solid damage upgrades there. And Curse the XL. So our damage is not 10.80, even though it says that. We got to remember that is from Purity. Normally this would be a room to skip, but I think because we have Little Brimmy, it should be okay. I'm not gonna lie, it's a risk leaving behind a Soul Heart Generator. The winning move was simply just taking the Satanic Bible and then just basically auto completing this run. This move here is way riskier, but we did it for the damage as well. And being able to tap Sanguine Bond is pretty amazing. Gotta say, Lump of Coal and Lead Pencil doing some good things here. And, you know, I think the unsung MVP right now is honestly Infestation 2. That was a huge pickup for us. The amount of work that the spiders are putting into here, keeping us safe and basically cutting down on the riffraff is huge. Okay, blocked by Dumpy. Make it very difficult. Again, we still are not fast. Hoping for a tinted rock would be nice if we can get one. And this is where you want Anima Sola right here. There's usually a Tinted Rock in here, but not this time. Yep. Bunch of Fool's Gold, though. If we can get potentially a Soul Heart out of this would be nice. Yeah, it's gonna come down to whether or not getting rid of M was the smart choice or not. I stand by my. I don't know what just happened there. I stand by my decision, however, because Anima Soul is extremely good, especially if you have the 9-volt, which we don't. But it would be nice if we did. Anima Sola allows us to play safer. The only thing it doesn't do is it doesn't give us HP. Is the only thing it doesn't do. We should check for skulls here to see if we can get a Soul Heart. Absolutely makes a joke out of a lot of bosses. The Anima Sola owns Hush. Not that we're going to Hush, because that would just be suicidal here at this point. But it's something that is, if we had to, we could. And we've gone in the entire wrong way. Woo! All right. All right. XL floors. Anima Sola, by the way, will grab, usually anyway, grab the nearest enemy towards Isaac. And it also does grab, it's great commentary. It also does grab statues, so be careful about that, because if you anticipate it's going to grab the nearest enemy to you, but you're standing next to a statue, you're going to be in for a rude awakening. And in a life or death situation, that's dangerous, so you gotta be aware. Always be aware of your surroundings. We did a almost full clear of this XL floor. Yeah, Skull X is not a good fight for Anima Sola. Okay, so we grabbed his rear, but it was untargetable. Now's the time we need to grab it, but we can't. There we go. Super Bandage is pretty big. Look at that. Now, if Mom can't move, she can't spawn the eye lasers, and we skipped that phase entirely. Actually, didn't do anything. And we lost 2 Devil Deals. Right. And that really does illustrate just how dangerous XL floors can be. You lose out on so many things. You lose out on insane amounts of value. And especially if you're entering an XL floor. That was the worst case scenario for us. We just got done getting our guaranteed Devil Deal on floor 5, and then after that we go back to the next floor with the lowest possible amount of chances to get a Devil Deal. So good damage there by the pencil, and you're seeing exactly what I'm talking about here with Anima Sola. Trying to time the lead pencil shot, but it didn't quite work out. Satan statue is actually blocking the fallen here. I stopped by Dumpy. Okay. I'm gonna have to take a look at the footage of that one game. I don't know about that one, Stan. Gonna need to throw the flag on that one. A little bit of a sus hit there, but we'll go to the tape. Here we are in the dark room, and again, we've received 1 movement speed upgrade, 1 damage upgrade, and that's it. That is it. As far as permanent stat upgrades go, we've gotten 1 tears upgrade and 1 movement speed upgrade and 1 damage upgrade. That's it. And man, rough out here, Sarge. Oh man, I don't think we can take Mom's Knife. I really don't. As insane as that sounds, I don't think that we can take it. We don't have the mobility to be able to get up close and personal to enemies without being at giant risk of taking damage. Use Mom's Knife. Our range is also trash right now. So it's something to keep in mind. And honestly, I know that Mom's Knife haters out there are going to be cheering right now, but it's the truth. Trust me, I like Mom's Knife. I'll take an easy win all day, but I don't think it makes sense here. We lose the lump of coal benefit, right? We don't have enough movement speed to compensate getting up close and personal for close quarter combat with Mom's Knife, and that exposes us to a lot of risk. We also lose the lead pencil effect too. So yes, it does work very well with Anima Sola. We can just walk up there and just stab him, stabby, stabby, stabby. But how often are we alone with the enemy in a room? You know, and remember, we got to get to Lamb. I know that feeling, Monstro. It's gonna go south, isn't it? Oh. Wouldn't mind 9 lives. Okay. We had to get Pride out of there. No 9 lives. Wanted to grab one of the wretches here, maybe get her down. We did. See, Anima Sola just locks down those enemies, and then it quickly turns a 2v1 or XV1 into 1v1, and that's when we start to take the advantage. Even though our damage sucks, even though that we don't have a lot of overwhelmingly strong stats, or any for that matter, we still are managing to survive this run. Need to get him out of here. Need to get one of them out of here. Nice kill there by a little Abba Dabba Ding Dong. Yeah, we can run up, try to do as much damage as we can. Unfortunate that we don't have the 9-volt. But we were able to get enough damage on Pile before he could even do anything except spawn 1 Boney. Okay, this is bad. Good shot there by a lead pencil, though. Got a majority of our damage out. Absolutely roasted. So it looks like we are going to get the dub here. It's a very, very hard-fought win, I gotta say. And, you know, I stand by. I do stand by the decision to take Anima Sola. It's not a decision that I would say all players should make. You got to really know how to use the item and understand what you're up against before doing something like that. The safest, easiest path was definitely sticking with the Satanic Bible. And if anything, it gives you a nice showing of how well Anima Sola can carry you. Bad. We were too far away from Lamb to stop him from doing that. Gotta get to Dumpy. Get this jerk out of here. There we go. Bombed him to death, and we are gonna finally get the dub here. No, not today. Not today. I'll take that smooth, well, somewhat smooth Sunday run, I guess. It was a hard-fought victory. We definitely had to fight tooth and nail for that. Starting with a very low movement speed run, and with Glass Cannon, and then transitioning into the M trinket. Spotted a play, we made a big time play, and then after that, we decided to pick and choose the best option for us to win. Ended up doing it, and I'm very satisfied with that. And yes, I know the negative does technically count as a damage upgrade, but come on. You know what I was talking about. So thank you for watching, everyone. Let's get this video to 3,000 likes and get the like streak back up and running for the home stretch of Hush Delirium week now. Looking to hopefully complete that by the end of next week and go on to the next one. So thank you for watching, everyone. Have a great Sunday. And as always, I will see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks to pages of mine like Kane Hughes, Calming Spider, and Julian LaFond. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.